Hello everyone. In this video today, we are going to be installing the trim pieces for the headliner. I need to clean up the pieces first before putting them in. However, before doing so, I was doing a little investigating off camera as to why this dome light wasn't working. And I did actually find out that it does work. I don't know how it started working, but these still do not work. Not really sure why. And I did see that I checked the fuse box. The fuse for the actual sunroof itself was not there. So I plugged in the fuse and now it makes a noise. However, it's, obviously not moving. So I'm going to remove this plug and try manually assisting it, like ever so slightly moving this, and trying to see if it at least moves, even if with like a little assistance. So I'm gonna do that first. So I popped it up manually a little bit. Now let's see if anything changes. Okay, still nothing. Okay, now it's kind of moved. Damn, still nothing. Well, not really sure why. So I did clean up a couple of the trim pieces and it honestly turned out really nice. I hope that the other pieces turn out nice. Like, I need to clean this still. It's pretty dirty. I'm optimistic, perhaps. And I also need to clean these and then I'll go ahead and put them on. I need to start with this C-pillar or whatever. This is where the seat belt goes, and the other trim pieces like go on top of this. So I need to start with this, I believe. So I'm gonna clean up the rest and then start with that. So I have cleaned these pieces now. It's a lot better than before, but I mean, this stuff I think will not be fixed unless I try and paint it. But I'm okay with how it is now. I think the sun just cooked it. I cleaned these pieces. And then also these. And I had to do a little bit of repair. I just super glue and then Gorilla Glue epoxy. And then I also had to do some repair on this piece right here. It's cracked. And I also did some epoxy. But I'm gonna start with this piece right there. That goes right here. I'm gonna try and mock it up and then we'll see what I can do. There's some broken plastic pieces I see, which is fun. Okay. So I took this off from there because I kind of realized that a lot of these clip holders, or whatever you want to call it, were broken. So I've super glued this one. It's not really flush, but I also super glued this one and you can't even tell. But this one, I'm gonna super glue. I pulled it like right here. This trim piece right here is broken, like this is broken. And thankfully, it was still in the car. I am missing this one. This one goes right here, and I mean, it's fine. I'm just not gonna have a clip there. I'm sure these clips will be plenty. So I'm just gonna super glue this. If I can get it. Wait, this way. So I'm just gonna super glue it like this, and then I want to reinforce it with Gorilla epoxy, but I think I'm kind of running out. And I also don't know if I have all these clips. So I know you can find these online through Atkins Rotary, but you know, I'd have to wait for a shipment, so I might check out O'Reilly's. You know, I might have to go there anyways for Gorilla Glue. So yeah, we'll see. So I have JB welded over the super glue. Right there. I think right there. Right there. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I ran out of epoxy, so it's gonna take longer. And on this piece, the one that I epoxied, this one's looking pretty grim because literally every tab is broken. And I think this is like a roof or like a headliner trim. And I don't see any like broken pieces in there. I haven't like, you know, fully investigated, but this one's looking pretty grim, so might need to buy a replacement one for this. Kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this to dry till tomorrow. So see you then. All right, boys, it's been a few days, but I've gotten some parts. So I've gotten my fuel door release mechanism, 3D printed part. That's came in. I also got some clips for the rear spoiler. So the spoiler is bolted in. However, it like lifts up a little bit right there, and I believe there's a clip there. Same for on this side. It's like bolted in, but this just has me a little concerned, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that. And I also have the rear carpet down here. Same for the carpet up there. And then I also picked up a dash locally. This does need painted. I believe it's already painted, but the good news is that there's no cracks, which is pretty rare here. I'm not sure like how fragile it is, but there's no cracks, which is huge. So I picked this up locally. But my plan for today is to investigate this fuel door, see if I can replace it. And if it doesn't work, I'm probably just gonna go with magnets, but might as well try. And I'll try the clips, as I have to get up in there. And once that's done, I will finish putting in the trim pieces, which I did put this in, but I'll finish putting in the rear carpets and the trim pieces. So yeah. So the spoiler's out, and this side has the clip. It might be broken, but I don't really know. But this side definitely does not have the clip. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to put this in there. It looks pretty easy, but yeah. I've got the clips on now. Actually shocked I purchased the right part number for once. So now I'm gonna put it in on the car. So the spoiler is back on. It's better on this side. However, on this side, it's about the same. Oh well. That's alright, I guess. I'm going to try and figure this out now. So I got the seat belt in. I think I might have put it in backwards. So it might be right here. I might need to flip this around. But I'm going to do the driver's side now, and maybe I'll figure out what I did wrong. I might just need to flip this around right here, which that wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I can do that now. And my GoPro's almost dead, so probably won't record this. So I got the seatbelt in, and I actually think this is how it's supposed to be. I kind of gave a little demo. I sat down and strapped it. It seemed natural to me. And also, this ratchet is like one of the first ones I've ever had, I think, basically. My oldest brother gave me his tool set before he moved to Germany, and I think it's breaking. Gotta pour one out. I'll kind of explain. So like right now it's like the Titan mode, and like it still kind of works, but it's like really slow or like clunky, I guess. But if I loosen it, it's a lot more smooth, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can tell over camera, but it's also hard to change it to the Titan mode. Like, wow, it's really weird now. Yeah, I don't even know if I can turn it to Titan mode. I guess it is now. Like, I'll kind of try and demo. Like, I don't know, it doesn't sound good. I think it's starting to break. What I'm trying to say is pour one out. It's rest in peace. Anyways, so now that I got this in, I want to clean, well, I want to put the rear carpet in right there, and put the bins in. But before I do so, you know, while everything's taken apart, I want to clean this up a little bit. I have some degreaser right there. I will, I guess, just spray and scrub, but I have to get going soon. I need to watch Revenge of the Sith in theaters, 20th anniversary. So I'm probably gonna do that instead of cleaning this today. But tomorrow I will come back and clean with the degreaser, and then I'll put the carpet in. Super excited for that. And then I need the carpet in first before I can put in the rest of the trim along the side, and this as well. And I also need to put the bins in before I put the rear carpet in, obviously. So yeah, that's exciting. See you tomorrow. All right, everyone, it is the next day. I have installed my fuel door, a new piece for that, and I actually have it working right now. If I go over here, if I pop it, it does open. And yesterday I was having an issue where this piece, this little nub, would not, it would open, like it would go down, but it would not like push back. But you know, that sucks. But like now it works. There's a little piece of plastic that was broken, so I super glued and JB welded it. The only thing that kind of sucks is that this is like pretty tight. And I know you can like loosen it, but like I don't know how much I want to mess with it. I've tried dialing it in a little bit, but honestly it's looking pretty good, so I might just leave that. So I guess now it is time to clean. I need to attach the fuel tank cover, and then I need to clean, I guess, so I'm gonna do that now. So I was working on putting this back in, but I was curious about what this was, so I opened it up, and like, I don't know what it is, but it's like dead spider, multiple dead spiders. I don't know, I hope they're dead at least. Even just a little bit of degreaser, you can already see the difference. Like, look how dirty it is right there. That's just clean. I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Ooh. Oh, that is crusty. Definitely looks like some sort of like soda or something spilled right here. definitely gonna do this. And I think I found a little bit of rust. I mean, this car doesn't have much rust, honestly. So, I mean, this doesn't really concern me. All right, so it's been about a week since that last clip. I had some family, well, my girlfriend's family, visiting. So now it's time to grind. And I have loosely put in the rear bin storage holder thing in the carpet. I need to bolt this down. Also did some slight rust repair. Yeah, all that. So I have the carpet loosely mocked up, the bins, and I also got the front carpet. I ordered some front carpet from ACC, and I hear the fitment for this sucks. I have to do a lot of trimming, but oh well, this will be brand new carpet. I did receive some samples from them, and so let me just start off by saying that these two right here were the more expensive, higher quality, I guess. Well, this was like the cheaper, not as good quality, and I ended up going with this one. It's called Federal Blue because it matched the best, honestly. This one was pretty close, but it was, I don't know, but it matched the best. So yeah. And then I also need to clean the bin sound deadening thing. Like, this is pretty crusty, but I'm just gonna like try and wash it or something. I don't know how this will hold up in water, but this is pretty gross. But I want to reuse it though if I can. So yeah, so I guess I'm just going to bolt this in and put the carpet in. All right, so I had to put this carpet underneath the little bin holder, and I have now clipped in the carpet on the side. I had to use some replacement clips like right there. All that is like the factory one, but a lot of the factory ones are broken, and these are just fine. So I got this in, got that clipped in over there as well. So now I am going to put the trim piece for this right here, and then I'll mock up the rear carpet, and I'll hold off on the speaker for the strut tower, or just the speaker right here and on that side for our next video probably. So yeah, I'm gonna put this trim piece on now. And I should have mentioned that these are the trim pieces. It goes right here. Alright, so I've gotten the trim pieces in. However, on this side, there's no, I can't really see it, but there's nowhere for me to actually put the screw. Nowhere for the screw to actually go in. While on this side, they actually had the plastic piece behind the screw. Same for that side, and the side. So now I'm going to put the rear carpet in, at least kind of in, because I still need to put the bins in, or actually I think I could do the carpet first. But I found the sound deadening for the rear carpet. Thankfully it came with the car, so I'm just gonna put that in now. So I have adjusted both of these rear corners a little bit. Like, I just got this rear carpet exposed a little more so it blends in better. Same for on that side. But I'm not going to really clip this carpet down yet. I'll do that in the next video, but it's a nice little mock-up, So with that being said, I'm going to end the video there. So let's go to the whiteboard. And not a whole lot of stuff was done. Just a lot of like minor things that might not be on this list, but I did add. So I have the rear carpet here. I don't want to say it's done. We still need to clip in the actual carpet itself, but I did get the rear tower carpet installed fully. So I'll do that. And honestly, the trim pieces are also installed. So next video, I'll do the rear carpet. And then I also got the seatbelts installed right there. But I think that's it for this. And thanks for watching, everyone. In the next video, I will be, bolting down that rear carpet and cutting this carpet, or at least that's the plan. So if you want to see more of this content, please subscribe. Thanks. Oh my God.